Hi, I was gonna make a video and I somewhat decided that I'll talk about this topic that is sort of not bothering me, but it's something that I should sort of talk about and explain myself. So I started this journey in 2020 when COVID hit. There was somebody that was a rishi or a teacher in the art of living, and he was talking about how he was doing seva, and I was like, yeah, started watching videos on Instagram, and I said, yeah, this is something that he's like, whoever wants to help, he can help me. And I answered the call. I said, okay, yeah, I'm willing to help whatever you need. And when I actually talked with him and I called him, he said, yeah, you can help me and come join a meeting and we'll discuss what you can do in the meeting. And then after the meeting, it so came about that he said the question answer session is really good with me and I'll do it. I said, okay, we'll do that. So he started doing this thing called Instagram and started whatever. I we sort of settled on a name for it and we started doing this question answer sessions. And these were like you collect questions and you send these questions to him and we talk about it. And in that process, he did all these kind of things that he would say that, because of me, you'll get fame. Because of this, you'll do this. I said, I don't need fame. I don't need your fame. That because of you, I get fame. If I do something on my own Purusharth, based on my own earning, my own knowledge, my own wisdom, whatever I have been gifted by the actual divine, that would be proud of. Not by some other person who, because of his effort, I should get grace or I should get fame or I should get pleasure. That's not who I am. So if I do something, I like to claim that as mine, and or do like get a honest living. I like to live an honest living, and that's how I felt. I don't need your fame. I'm willing to be. I'm willing to do it for you, and whatever it is, I'm willing to move on. So at that point, I started asking questions, and every day, of course, whatever you do, you're perpetually improving yourself. It's a constant thing. That's how you become perfect at something by practice. Practice makes you perfect. It's not something new I didn't know. So I sort of told him that whatever he would give me compliment. Oh, first day you came, you were so nervous, and then the last day, now you look at you, you're so confident, whatever. So all that I have brushed it aside. It depends on the day, depends on how you are, what energy you're carrying, what atmosphere you are, what way you came from, what kind of day you had. All that varies and makes you who you are at that moment in time. How can I claim to be I'm strong, tomorrow I won't be strong, today I'm getting better, I'm perpetually getting better or not? This is, I'm giving a sort of a different angle to this, but also even if I'm a human that is working on a speech or if I'm working on some sort of a way of delivery, that also varies with not with time. If you have ripped open the energy from someone and then sort of giving him energy and telling him, oh, you have become better every time, that is bullshit. That's not how I work. That's not how divinity and being in the present moment works. Yes, that is maybe you're taking the Devi or the whatever you try to do it. That is maybe your Siddhi. But that is not what makes someone perfect. Perfect is made by self effort, not by energy manipulation. Okay, that's one. Similarly, same thing I'm talking about, Narendra Modi, he did a video and he made a video that he was chin up. He never made an Instagram video. He always is on Facebook. He always has a team that works for him. He never had to do something because his team was not able to handle what he was doing. He was under a lot of pressure. And he made a video and then he started making videos to do a direct outreach to show his side of the story. And if he's saying that he's perpetually improving, and that has been said by others like Marco Rubio, that who says that America is a country where everyone perpetually improves and comes to the land, is not judged for who they are, and is given a fair opportunity and make the country better generation after generation, effort by effort. You join in lower ranks, you join in as a labor, and you as a labor you can go up the ladder and become a a CEO of a company or get better. Similarly, people have done this in China and in India. Of course, chairman of Vedanta is one example. And similarly, other people, even Dhirubhai Ambani started off with a small level of work, and he is now the best, or the not the best, but the richest man on the planet. And how he has been built up by other people for whatever he is. Maybe because of his stars, whatever other people have supported him, which is wrong or good, depends on who they are. But not everyone should deserve to put money in one bank all the time, which Narendra Modi is doing, everyone was doing, even other rishis were supporting him for whatever reason, I have no idea. So, some stupidity someone is doing, it shouldn't be repeated all the time. Even Tamil Siddhas, when they approach this problem, they are able to see that not only a certain section of Tamil community were in favor of Narendra Modi, especially the one that are part of the Periyar or the Shankara Mutt. The other Mutt, I have a different varying opinion on the Gujaratis and this situation, and I am not going to say which is good or bad. I was in favor of only the Tamil in the sense that they have suffered, and my continued allegiance, my lineage, everything continued touching the deepest level of Tamil Nadu. Their own Shiva, everything that I know and believe and have lived through is only from Tamil Nadu. And for me to serve the state as that was only because I am part of them. My name comes in their nadis, Agastya Nadi, etc. All that has indication and multiple more memories that, or the way I work, the way I had lived a life, the way I meet a Tamil every time I have a problem, somehow someone from Tamil Nadu comes and supports me and takes me to the next step. All these are indications of my own rich heritage in the state itself. Now, if some of these people have a varying opinion of, okay, you go to Gujarat or you go through this channel like Narendra Modi is doing, so some communities building it through the left side, so called the Tamil Brahmins or the whatever, Swarashtrians. Then there are other people who are not Brahmins also, Siddhas and other Shiva devotees, Shiva saints and Devi saints, Skanda, Murugan. All these other things are also part of the same community, and yet they all work in a different way. Everyone has a different freedom. All of a sudden, Gujaratis started to talk about all these things that, oh, we whatever this. I don't even want to get into this nonsense. But the point is that you can't just force your opinion and divinity on everyone else's divinity, and you've created a divinity and others cannot create divinity. It's not possible. It's not right. And you drawing energy from others, putting energy into others, manipulating this Das Mahavidya and trying to call yourself a great rishi and then cause problem for world and country. And then the same thing with Jaggi Vasudev, same problem that he copied from Shankara. So everybody was trying to copy it from Shankara Mutt. And Shankara Mutt themselves have to claim their own originality of the whole situation, because they are the ones who have built this legacy. And they are the protectors of the legacy. And if I happen to join this mutt or this lineage through Shri Ravi Shankar, who is also part of the Jyotir mutt, and he got trained into that. So that mutt, the Shankara, Adi Shankara itself, becomes the giver of this knowledge, and then its lineage goes back and back to Krishna, Narayan, Badarayan, whatever, Vyasa, yada yada yada. And we cannot even go further than that. God knows who was the one before. Sadashiva, they say. But before that is Param Shiva. That is part of Shankara Mutt also. They also talk about Param Shiva. The whatever Brahmanand Saraswati or Brahmendra Saraswati, that is the mutt in Kamakoti Peetam in Kanchipuram, is about Sadashiva. And he talks about his guru who's mastered Param Shiva. And then that if other saints from other parts of Tamil Nadu have similar siddhis, they have similar knowledge system. Like Nityananda. Nityananda also talks about Param Shiva. He has reached that perfection of Param Shiva. So some guru who has Param Shiva itself, or has actually elaborated and brought Param Shiva, or has a part of Param Shiva, would only dictate that. No. It doesn't have to be Nityananda or this person. They all talk about all kinds of knowledge. So this country, the way the world, Tamil Nadu is working, the way the country is working, the way the world is working, is not on the name of. They had to save Jaggi Vasudev. Everyone had to save him, and they save his knowledge only because the pain that was created in Malayalis and this to somehow to get Parmatma Siddhi, they have this knowledge system on the in the Sayadris and the Maratha whatever Western Ghats. They have this vidya of giving pain and extracting the knowledge or extracting whatever divinity that they have to extract. That is how they function. This is the vidya they have. And then that vidya, then they wanted Paramatma Siddhi. That can never happen. Paramatma can never leave or give pain to others. If you try to give pain to an immortal, or even you ask about Dattatreya, who is from that land of Maharashtra, Dattatreya would never ever talk about Guru Charitra like this and leave aside Dattatreya. Anybody who has Paramatma Siddhi or anybody who is in touch with Paramatma, even the Sikhs who have Paramatma Siddhi, or Rama, as Nityananda says, had Rama as Paramatma, had that particular aura, and they can never be touched by that pain because they don't. It's not their nature. Paramatma's nature is not pain. Giving pain and extracting it can only happen by those who are mortals or those that are in a different realm. And you try to do that. This means Modi has Paramatma Siddhi. He's giving, the policeman is giving pain to others, so he's going to be, you're shifting Paramatma to here and there using your skill, or just playing in Parabrahman. Absolutely wrong. This is not Parabrahman job. Parabrahman is something that is always good from beginning, and that's how it comes down to Brahman, and that comes down to other relative narrow items, things like human body, etc., matter, and then from matter to delivery to whatever else it delivers to. Pain, as whatever you want to convey as your pain, is never Paramatma's job, and a Paramatma will never allow it to happen on the planet. If people and rishis like you are alive on the planet, you should be given and thrown out of the planet, or not even any of the lokas to the core of the planet, or above the planet, or below the planet. Absolutely not. And if you try to build something on the top of the planet and then claim it as yours, as I was telling in my YouTube or Instagram videos, absolutely bullshit. Never will we allow this, or anyone else who has Paramatma Siddhi should never allow this. So if you are part of an organization, that organization should kick someone like you. They should not allow you to be there. If they are, then they are in cahoots with what you are. They are also part of the pain. They are also part of that vidya. And if they are trying to save that vidya, then I'm sorry, this vidya is not for this planet. If someone better or something better like that exists on the planet, everyone has the right to get something better, and if they are qualified. If they are not qualified, then they should definitely come to someone like Prashant Rajoria or Dinesh Kashikar. Absolutely true. This is my wholehearted, not prayer, but instruction to everybody that will ever listen to me or has listened to me all this while, including my sons who I've rescued from this pain that the devil has brought to this planet in the ashram. So, thank you very much, but the list will go on, and the time will go on till I am here, till more people, more saints on the planet are here. We will never allow something like this, or aliens or all these people, to come and mess what we have created and save this planet. And if there are people who are below our, or aliens that are below our standard, should also figure out where they live and not interfere with the common people as human beings as we live on Bhuloka right now. Thank you.